Hey guys, and welcome back to GCC. I'm Damon, and this is another episode of Game Talk, where I will talk about a game. Today, that game is Octopath Traveler, as you can tell from the title right there. So far, I've played, 8 hours and 44 minutes. So, a decent amount, I think. I don't think I'm even close to, finishing the beginning of the game. There's still some characters I haven't picked up yet. I've got 5 characters so far. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher these names. Olbrith, Hanat, Ophira, Cyrus, and the Bow Lady. God, I bet I just messed up all those names. Anyways, now that that's over with, I just wanted to kind of give you guys my thoughts on the game so far. First things first, I love it. It's so fun because I love this graphic design that they have, but it's really fun because they have this contrasting high res or quote unquote high res textures for things like ships and some of the things in the background, or super high res water like you can see right there. That's just something that it's beautiful in its own way, and I honestly didn't really think too much about the visuals when I was buying the game. I played the demo for an hour. Just based on that, I picked it up. I didn't wait for reviews. I didn't think I needed to. I mean, I've been kind of bored lately with my Switch. I've beaten all the games that I've pretty much got, besides Has Been Heroes, and that's just a terrible game. I'll talk about that some other time, but it seems like, as the title kind of says, Octopath, there's a bunch of different paths and routes that you can take to meet the same goal, and you can do that a number of different ways, probably, I would assume 8. And it's just really fun figuring out, the way that I do things may not be conventional, and it may not be what most people do or the right way to do it, or even the easy way to do it. It's probably the way I do things is usually the hardest way, but it's fun that I can kind of go at it my own way, and you can really easily change characters whenever you go to, I think it's a tavern. You can change characters. I don't think the game is overly difficult. There's been one boss fight so far where, more than anything else, it just took forever. It probably took me 15 minutes just to beat this one boss. And it was during the Hunter Lady's beginning quest line. The beast that you have to kill in the woods or whatever was just... It hit really hard, so I had to use a lot of healing grapes. But I have 50, so it doesn't even matter. And I didn't feel like I could do any damage to it really, so I was only hitting for 40 or 50 when I got the break on him. But besides that, it's not really challenging, but it's definitely fun, and I found myself going out of the way a lot in this game to find treasure chests. Being on the Switch, I mostly play docked. I've been recording some gameplay footage. You may see some here or there in this video, but I've been playing it in handheld mode. I play in bed, or when I'm upstairs with the wife and the kid and stuff, I'll have it in my lap playing. And it's a great game to do that with. Because the combat system is turn-based, it makes it really easy to stop, even mid-fight, turn off the Switch for a few minutes, go do something that I need to do, come back, pick it up, and we're off to the races again, So it's been a really, really great game for that. The music is just beautiful in this game too, and last night I actually fell asleep to it on accident. I was laying in bed playing the game, and I was kind of traveling from one city to the next. And there's a couple of different sections that you have to get through to get to each city and stuff. And typically that music changes with each little zone that you're in. And I was already in bed. I was warm. I was tired. And next thing you know, I had fallen asleep, and I woke up and to turn off my Switch. And I was like, that was kind of nice, actually. That was surprisingly really peaceful and pleasant. And that probably sounds super lame because it really is. But that's just one nice thing about the game. I also really like the voice acting. The voice acting has been really great. Not everything has a voiceover to follow it, but it seems like if it's not a full voiceover, there's at least like a few words here and there at the beginning of a person's dialogue. But because they have those few keywords at the start that kind of give you like the gist of their message, I still feel immersed, and I still obviously know what's going on because I read it as well. But it's just a really nice like plus on top of the nice dialogue options. I've been really big into fantasy ever since I was a little kid, and so I see a lot of like typical fantasy tropes in this game, especially with like the characters. Like the fallen knight who redeems himself is one of the characters, or the scholar who has to prove himself, or the stepsister that steps in, no pun intended, to take charge and prove herself to, you know, her sister and her family and all of that. But I don't mind, and it's done well. And that's kind of like the fun part about tropes, is that when they're done poorly, then it's kind of cringeworthy, and you know, it doesn't come across as well thought out or well planned. But when it's done right, and I think this game does it right, it comes across as just awesome. Like they're common tropes for a reason. It's because people like them, but they get a bad rap from being overused and underutilized correctly. And this game, fortunately, doesn't suffer from that, I don't think. Like I said, I only have 5 of the, I presume, 8 characters, but so far, none of them have felt super awkward. The hunter lady, I don't like too much, only because they use this like super old English, like old with an E at the end English, like thee and thou and doest, stuff like that. But besides that, they're all fun characters, and I like them all. When I got my 5th character, because your party caps out at 4, and when it came to my 5th, I actually had a pretty hard time figuring out who I was gonna put on the bench, because I wanted like the holy trinity of like tank, DPS, and healer. I was gonna go with a double DPS kind of party for this one, but I didn't know which one to pull, because I have 3 DPS, DPS / tank, and healer, and I was just really conflicted. And that to me is a sign of a good game and good characters, because I wanted them all to progress, and I wanted to do all of their side missions and stories and stuff. So that was really fun, and I like that a lot. The other part that I really enjoy is that I never feel rushed in this game. I very likely just skipped over it, or, you know, didn't catch what it was, but it doesn't feel like there's like a main, like, overarching threat or bad guy that we have to take down. You know, what we get is each character has their own storyline, and you pursue each of them as you want and when you want. The fact that I've already put 8 hours in to this game, and I don't think I'm even close to getting to the middle of the story so far, is awesome. Plus, the fact that I don't feel overwhelmed by content. I feel overwhelmed by, or like daunted by how much is left. For me, it's just been a fun adventure, and I think that's what a lot of games miss. They make everything so high risk, high reward type thing, especially when it comes to like the story, that I get burnt out pretty easily. Or I get like anxious about things like Persona 5. I've been putting that game off for forever because I know it's going to be a massive time sink. Persona 4 I put probably 40 hours into, and I still haven't beat that game yet. So I don't like it when games are long just for the sake of being long, but this one, it just feels relaxed, where you can do it at your own pace when you want. So when it comes to price, this game on the store is... Let us see. I know actually how much it costs. It's $60. But I wanted to do something on screen besides just let it play. Octopath Traveler new is purchased. That's how much it costs, everybody. So it's $60. You can either buy it online here or on Amazon or at Best Buy. There's physical options as well. So if you buy this game on places like Amazon, if you're a Prime member, or if you are a Gamers Club Unlocked member, at Best Buy. You can get the game for like $48 or $45 or something like that. Would I recommend it at the price point of, let's say, $60, which is full price? I would say absolutely, yeah. That's a resounding yes for me, because it seems like this game has content and story and lore for kind of everyone, you know? So on a scale of Troll and I being 1 to Breath of the Wild being a 10, I give this one a solid 9.9, only because Breath of the Wild was perfect, in my opinion. Not really. There's a couple things that I would have changed in that game. But all joking aside, this game is so far has been awesome. It's completely different from Breath of the Wild in pretty much every single way. Graphics, gameplay, combat, everything. But I would put this right up there with it as far as quality and depth, you know? So if you've been holding out and waiting to play Octopath Traveler, first, stop waiting, go buy it, enjoy it, come back here and say thank you. So far, it's just been tons and tons of fun, and I know that it's going to be my game that I play pretty much whenever I can, on the train, when I'm in the library, when I'm done studying for a little bit, or, you know, just pretty much whenever I can, I'll be playing Octopath Traveler. I don't think I have anything else that I haven't beaten. Oh no, it's not true. I haven't beaten the Mario and Rabbids game. I don't know. I can't get into that one. I tried. I put in solid like 2 hours. It's okay. So if you liked the video, hit like. If you didn't, then I suppose you can hit that thumbs down button if you have to, I suppose. Make sure that you subscribe though and see some of my other content. I've been doing a lot of Let's Plays. I've done game talks on Undertale, Detroit Become Human. I've done a PC build, like a home theater PC, like a mini ITX PC build you can check out. All those are in my channel, which you can view somewhere around this direction somewhere. So thanks for watching, guys.